The enemies of the Imperium are vast. No matter how vigilant we remain, there may always be one who acts against us. Remember your devotion and your duty, but ignore your own needs. We rest only when the Emperor grants his mercy.
The Howling Griffins are a successor chapter of the Ultramarines. Sired during the 33rd millennium during a long-forgotten founding, these proud Astartes regard themselves as the preeminent vanguard of the Imperium. Fighting at the forefront of many of humanity's most crucial battles, during their exhaustive service, their boundless pride is well earned as among the most prestigious creeds of the Adeptus Astartes. Relentless in their refusal to abstain from conflict, no matter their losses. As reward for their unimpeachable service, the High Lords of Terror have granted the chapter the authority to recruit aspirants from a variety of worlds. Preferring to induct aspirants from their feudal homeworld of Mancora, its history of raising an excess of psychically gifted candidates proves invaluable, requiring established librarians of the chapter to monitor the planet's population for signs of warp contamination or heretical activity, preventing their homeworld from developing past its pre-industrial status, and always positioned at a state of warfare. The purity of their stoic aspirants forged through toil and martial honor are fitting stock to create more Astartes. Their fortress monastery, the proud Eyrie, looming over the subjects of their fiefdom, the presence of the chapter cast a shadow over the planet's manufactoria, isolated away from the wider population. Their gene seed, as befitting that of the bloodline of the Lord of Ultramar, is incredibly stable, allowing for few organ rejections and no flaws to their function. Their continual attrition requiring constant replenishment of their forces, the Howling Griffins deploy their companies across multiple simultaneous war zones to best utilize their firepower. Exceptionally competent in battle, as exemplified by their continual survival and prosperity, whether facing the Necrotechs of Narth, the Greenskins of Gunnadark, apostates of the Plague of Unbelief, or even several of Abaddon the Despoiler's Black Crusades, these sons of Roboute Guilliman never falter, no matter the odds. Nurturing a vendetta against the demon prince of the Wordbearers Legion, Pericletor the Forsworn, following its apotheosis during the millennia of the chapter's founding, this ignoble figure has been the sole nemesis of the Howling Griffins. Massacring the chapter's 8th and 1st companies during 220.M38, led by the then chapter master Orlando Furioso, the slight made against the Howling Griffins' honor during their celebration of their 5th millennia of service upon Arius Quintus has since festered into a vow for retribution. Their overwhelming hatred for the Wordbearers, fueled by the desecrations made by Pericletor, the manifestation of the chapter's gene curse begins with each Astarte seeing visions of the fateful butchery of their long-slain kinsmen. Developing into paranoia that treachery lurks in the hearts of all who surround them, each battle brother must restrain their fury, should innocent bystanders incur their wrath needlessly. Exterminating sons of Lorgar wherever they lurk, the Howling Griffins' obsession often interferes with their better judgment, which can imperil the objectives of their campaigns and safety of their allies. Hunting Pericletor's warband of both Wordbearers and Night Lord's traitors to this day, despite their flaws, the chapter earned glory following the incident, fighting during the Duran Retaliation, Badab War, Vengeance Crusade, Amar Persecution, and Siege of Fenris. Deploying 8 companies to the fortress world of Cadia to stem the tide of Abaddon the Despoiler's 13th Black Crusade. Despite making gains early in the campaign, the presence of Pericletor forced Chapter Master Olvaro to withdraw the chapter from battle, as they hunted the Demon Prince at the cost of Cadian lives. Confronting Pericletor and his chosen Night Lord's traitor Space Marines upon its throne temple within the Eye of Terror, the Howling Griffins bore witness to the writhing form of their former chapter master, Quintus, within the demon's visage, before banishing the entity into the tides of the warp. Their homeworld within the Caradon sector, Mancora, besieged by the Orc Xenos in recent years, the Howling Griffins regardless have earned further plaudits, fighting by the side of their resurgent Primarch, Roboute Guilliman. Strict in their adherence to their Primarch's military writings, the Codex Astartes, though the chapter does not revere the tome as holy in nature, they nonetheless perceive it as the greatest doctrine of warfare ever created. willing to promote strategies of innovation as encouraged by Rabute Guilliman. Their rigidity to its tenets does on occasion allow for lateral thinking and pragmatism. Effective in practically any theatre of war, the chapter endeavours to keep all companies at full capacity in order to field their chapter at optimal efficiency. Transferring Astartes between companies to facilitate one's battle readiness whilst another resupplies, their provision of a wide array of weapons and armour produced from the forges of their homeworld prevents them from ever being underprepared. Capable of producing rare Land Raider Prometheus pattern tanks and Mark 8 errant pattern power armour. Though not the best equipped chapter of the Adeptus Astartes, the Howling Griffins are regardless well equipped by comparison to most. Inscribing oath parchments prior to each and every battle partaken, the Howling Griffins encourage vast amounts of such declarations to be pledged, to encourage inspirational deeds being made in battle. Taking extreme measures to accomplish such pledges to honour the chapter, even should its completion take decades, none may abandon such pacts made to the Emperor, typically affixed to each Battle Brother Ceramite until the achievement of their promise, or death. Clad in quartered crimson and ochre ceramite, adorned with silver chest aquillas, each Battle Brother assigns black tactical markings on their right pauldron, using white Logothic stencils atop such designs to indicate their squad, allowing for divergent heraldry to comply with the outlines of the Codex Astartes to cater to so-called Night World deployment campaigns. Elements of the 1st, 4th, 6th and 10th companies painted their ceramite black during such an event within the Caradhriad sector to bolster their stealth capabilities. Also allowing for insurgency forces to adopt orange and brown camouflage pattern heraldry, though rare to witness, its last recorded sighting upon the world of Sigmar 6 during the Badab War proved effective in concealing their ambush squads. The symbol of their chapter, a black griffin rampant on a quartered field of crimson and ochre, is believed to originate from the feudal traditions of their homeworld. Vaunted for their service during the Indomitas Crusade, War of Beasts, Plague Wars, and Battle of Malak, these august scions of the Avenging Sun, now bolstered with Primaris reinforcements, have never been stronger.